Hey folks, let's see here. Today is True Crime Tarot, and let's see if we can figure out who the Zodiac Killer was. Hey everybody, it's me, Dee Sparta. Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna die. I need my coffee. What a great way to start. Alright, I'm fine. Really. How are you guys doing, my friends? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm slowly getting better. It's nice. I mean, I'm not as congested and miserable, but I'm still a little. And I still don't have my normal voice back. Anyway, welcome to everyone who is new. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're a true crime junkie like me, hey, this is a video right up your alley. I do other videos on other topics, celebrities, K-pop, paranormal, and conspiracy theories, you name it. You just have to ask me, put comments down below. I do have playlists set up with all these different kinds of readings, so if you just want to binge a certain type, go for it. You guys, I'm kind of, one of my subscribers here, one of our family here, and he he brought up the Zodiac Killer, because I've already done one reading on the Zodiac Killer, and it was really intriguing. And now there's more information coming out who could have been the Zodiac Killer. And I noticed there's some of the stuff started to coincide with my previous reading. So I was like, And so I was asked by the subscriber to, let's tackle this again. And I'm like, I will. Let's do this. If you're not familiar with the Zodiac Killer, this killer, he was never caught. They can connect him to exactly 5 murders, though there's could be more. That seems to be the case with most serial killers. And his killing spree went from 1968 to 1969. He liked to taunt people and the police and the media by sending cryptic letters, and you have to try and break their encryption code. Now, there is a group called the Code Breakers, and they've been able to recently encrypt, be able to translate some of these letters finally. And people think this was unique to him, but I gotta tell you folks, Jack the Ripper, what did he do? He also taunted the authorities and people by sending letters. And he was never caught. Maybe there's like a that's a weird thought I just had. Anyway, it's just interesting how these guys were so certain that they would never get caught and that they didn't. And threatening to do more. So this is a little interesting. I'm going to go into a little bit about the Zodiac Killer, and there's also somebody whom is now considered a possible very good serious suspect, Gary Poste, and I want to look into him. So if you want to learn more about the Zodiac Killer and this Gary guy, stick around. But if you just want to jump ahead to the tarot reading, chapter links are set up for you. Go ahead. Or you could watch them in reverse, whichever. I know some people do that too. So it's cool. It's cool. So let's get going. Hey, welcome back. All right, my friends. Thank you for sticking around. Okay. We're going to get into this. Now, the Zodiac Killer was a pseudonym name for this serial killer in Northern California. And it was in the late 1960s. Now, this is so famous probably because it was unsolved. Not just that it was unsolved, but he had sent these letters, encrypted letters and encryption codes to the police, to the media, and it became known. And it was taunting. It's like, haha, you can't catch me. I'm going to do this. And because of these encrypted letters and everything, it became well known. Now, we do know of at least 5 confirmed victims. 2 people were injured and got away. There's a possibility that there could have been about 20 to 28 more victims who were killed. So, because some claim that there were exactly 37 killings, which, wow. And some of these killings might have also not just been in Northern California, but also in Nevada, which, yeah, makes sense. They're right next to each other there. Now, there are tons of books and lots of videos and documentaries on the Zodiac Killer. Now, there's this group called the Case Breakers, and they identify that Zodiac Killer is more than likely, allegedly, Gary Francis Poste. Now, he just passed away in 2018. But what they uncovered is some forensic evidence and photos from Poste's darkroom. And in these images, you could see pictures of him, and he had scars on his forehead that matched the scars on a sketch of someone who saw the Zodiac Killer. So they're like, okay, this could be it. This corresponds. And some of the letters that they've deciphered, it does reveal that it could be him. Because in one note of the letters is Poste's full name. And they could find it when they figured out the cipher. So, if you didn't know his full name, you were not going to be able to decipher these anagrams. But if you use this man's full name, it works. So that's why they believe, it's Gary Francis Poste. Now, they also believe that he killed someone in Riverside, California, which is more mid-southern, it's 100 miles south of San Francisco, and it was 2 years before the Zodiac Killer started taunting. And they believe her name was Sherry Jo Bates, and this was on Halloween, October 31st, 1966. Now, she had been found dead in an alleyway on Riverside City College campus after her father phoned police to report her missing. And the following year, authorities received a handwritten letter that led investigators to believe that this killing could be linked to the Zodiac Killer. Now, in 2016, investigators received an anonymous type letter from someone who admitted to writing the earlier note and said it was a sick joke. Who knows? The author admitted that he was not the Zodiac Killer or the killer of Sherry Jo Bates, that he was looking for attention. If he was looking for attention, why didn't he reveal himself? I don't know. This is all weird and maybe done to try and dissuade things. I don't really know. Maybe we can find that out in this reading about Sherry and if she is tied to this. Now, investigators did confirm that, they don't believe that the Zodiac Killer was part of Bates's murder. Who knows? Now, the Case Breakers are saying that they really still firmly believe that it's Gary Francis Poste. And this is intriguing because killings had started and then moved. And they started wondering if, we started up somewhere else. What has he been up to? There's a whole lot of there's a whole lot that just makes you go, oh my goodness. Really? Because you see, this guy, they caught Gary Poste. Gary Poste, he ran like a gang, you find out later on in the 1970s and on, where, apparently, they were doing killing, and they believe that this was him, that his killing spree began in the Bay Area, and then, and then this other group of hood guys, thugs, men who were killers also, they worked together. Now, if this is true, this kind of makes it, because I kept sensing that he left, he was working with someone, left and went to somebody else, and that's kind of what they see with Gary Poste. In the end of his life in 2016, he shoved his wife, who was 74, downstairs. And so he was then arrested, put in jail, and he was found mentally incompetent and placed in a mental hospital. Now, he ended up passing away in 2018 from sepsis and vascular dementia. And his remains were scattered in the Sierra Mountains. Now, here's the thing. I don't know a whole lot. I didn't go into too much about this gang that he was running, but it is interesting. And who knows? This guy really could be, because apparently the Post had ordered members to shoot and kill a man in the high Sierras, and the victim happened to be someone that Post had a vendetta against. Yeah. So I'm curious too. I wonder if this really is him. And if we'll learn anything more about it. What do you think? Should we get into the tarot reading now? Let's do it. Hi, everybody. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. And here we get into the Psychic Tarot reading. I do have a headset on because it cancels out any kind of noises all around me. Helps me focus. And I do have music, Spotify, playing in my ears to help me focus and be able to do this reading. So we are going to do a tarot reading about the Zodiac Killer, and is it Gary Poste? We'll find out. And I am using a deck that I've only used on my Patreon. If you're a Patreon and you subscribe to all of the videos, or if you just subscribe to True Crime, then you probably have seen me use this True Crime Tarot deck, especially when I did the Army Hammer reading. Thank you to all my Patreons out there. Yes, I am still, if you guys sign up for the Patreon this month and stick around for next month, you will each be getting personalized video tarot readings, and you can send me your questions through the messages in Patreon. All right, everybody. Whew. Please remember that these readings are alleged for entertainment purposes. And let's get into this. I'll tell you right now, he really doesn't want to be known. I'm getting, it's hard. He's not like a Ted Bundy who wanted everybody to know who he was. It feels like being a mystery has made him infamous. It's weird. Okay, so. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Also Joe Ball. Okay. The High Priestess. and it's reversed. And yes, that's Eileen Vornos, who is the high priestess in this deck. So far, we got, working hard, secrets, hidden agenda. So, kind of feel going on here, which I told you I'm having a hard time. This person is like, this bunch of cards fell out. So I'm getting groups of cards. It's okay if 2, but maybe 3, but more than that, no. Okay. Oh, let's see. Now we have the Knight of Swords, which is Amy Archer Gilligan. Some of these killers I do not know much about, but I sure would love to learn more. So the Zodiac Killer, the reason why he's being able to stay so secret was he didn't believe he was ever going to get caught. He didn't think he'd ever suffer any consequences for anything. And he was, there's a lot more killings than we know of the 5 because he was unpredictable. He didn't have a set ritual of how he liked to hurt or harm people or kill them. Very scattered. No direction. Okay, the 5 of Pentacles here. This is the Texarkana Moonlight Murders. 5 of Pentacles, and it's reversed, and wait, was it reversed? So, hard work. Working hard and getting no money from it, no rewards. See, he was fed up. That's part of why he did these killings. Now, here's the Edgecombe County serial killer, also known as the Page of Swords. Young air energy here. This is restlessness. And then the 10 of Wands, which is Peter Sutcliffe. Responsibility, a burden, the Knight of Swords. I just Two of Pentacles. So there was a partner. And Judgment. Okay. This is making more sense now that I got these other cards popped up. And the Strength, the Boston Strangler, and it's reversed. Okay, so I think so. There was a fallout. There was some people who he was working with, and his partner is a victim. Probably not one that we know of. But they had a falling out. There was um the Zodiac killer himself. He felt that this other person was weak, didn't try hard enough, had his own agenda, and that wasn't going to help him. And Lonnie Franklin Jr., the Ten of Cups reversed. Okay. Broken family, broken up. Yeah. And then the Ten of Swords here. He was betrayed, stabbed in the back. And I see him going, I'm hearing Nevada, Nevada, Nevada. Here's the Nine of Cups reversed. His letters were a cry out for help. Broken family, abused. Was punishing those who harmed him, is what I'm hearing. Punishing. So some of these killings are either people whom he knew and wronged him, or people who resembled somebody in his past who hurt him. He wanted to be caught, but he didn't. If you catch me, I can stop doing this, is what I'm hearing. Here's the Doodler, the Nine of Wands. Taking his last stand. Yeah, when he moved, he was getting away so he wouldn't get caught. That'd be suspicious. I see something here, and yeah. Here's the Seven of Swords reversed, and this is Kristen Gilbert. And he started realizing he had to rethink how he was doing this. Sending those letters, he had fun, but he started to think maybe he didn't want to, it was like, at first he was putting out the letters, come and find me, and then he was like, nah, I don't want to be found, I'm enjoying this too much. I'm going to take on a new perspective. I'm going to do things differently. I'm changing the way I'm doing it. I'm changing it up. I won't be so obvious who is doing this. I really kind of see this, him changing it up. It's like, break away, start again. I'm going to pull out a different deck, the Haunted House deck. Let's see here. He's angry. He's very angry because I'm prying. He's very angry at me. That's not good. I'm going to keep prying. Come on, buddy. Yep. Here's the Five of Pentacles, and this is reversed, and he was wanting to improve his technique and get better people around him. So here we go. This is the Page of Wands. Yes, this is interesting. I definitely wanted to explore other avenues of killings, and wanted, found it freeing. In a way, he thought he was freeing these people also. It was like, I'm setting them free. Here's the Two of Pentacles. It's a partnership. He works with gets somebody else to do some of the killings for him. It's like, now I don't have to do it. I'm running this. I'm going to tell you, you need to do this. You want to learn how to be as good as I am? Let me help. And you need to do me this favor. Get rid of this person over here. He's mad at me for saying that, but hey. Yeah, here is the Hanged Man. And sacrifice, release. Okay. Now this is temperance, patience. Interesting. He had to slow down. It's like, I have to slow down. And rethink this. And this card just popped up, which is the Nine of Swords. And you see the woman. And see, I'm getting a feminine energy. This guy, I don't know, something about him. Now, he's feeling hopeless. Why is he so... Trauma. Why can't I be normal? Why can't I have normal feelings? That's what I'm getting here. That's why he did the encryption at first. He wanted to be found out. Now, this is the King of Wands. And... he became very focused in running something, and here's the Fool reversed. He was being used by somebody. There's a woman's energy I just keep seeing. She knew how to push his buttons. Yeah, see, here is 8. You see this card here? This is strength, and it's a feminine energy. This is conviction. She had some kind of control over him. He hated that. He felt... but he wanted to please her. It's weird. Here's the Emperor reversed. And with the Emperor reversed like this is anger and domination. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And I'm telling you, there's this person... she wanted all the finer things in life. I think some of the killings, there was stealing from some people, taking some of their belongings. There was reaping rewards. I think there also was like a robbery ring. There was more than just... they kept expanding. And here's the Ten of Wands. Once again, this is a burden, and I've seen him angry at this female and wanting to kill her finally. It's like he got pushed off I got pushed too far, it's too far, you... And then the hangman, his sacrifice, a martyr. He wanted to make her a sacrifice. The Ten of Swords. For him, it's like it can't get worse. And it was the end of his reign. Him going after her, him betraying her, as she feels. It's like, okay, that's the end. The Nine of Pentacles here. And he ends up in jail. He ends up being caught. But not for being a Zodiac killer. So I have a strong feeling that this Gary Post guy could quite possibly be it. Maybe his wife, whom he pushed down the stairs, could be a part of this. I just getting this real strong feeling. There's a whole lot sneakiness going on. Yeah, he wasn't the true brains. She always called him stupid. And he wanted to prove her wrong. And yeah. I think she found out somehow about his little secret and the Zodiac killer. And yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, that's our reading here on the Zodiac Killer. If you like this kind of content, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post more readings. All right. Okay, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Please remember, be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. I love you. Bye.